Spanish con salsa. So I teach Spanish through music, using music mainly. And mainly I have a podcast where I do different lessons, but based on like song lyrics. So I'll kind of break down the song lyrics and then give a lesson, whether it's grammar, vocabulary, things like that. So yeah, it's the way I learned Spanish. So
Oh, fantastic.
That's very nice.
Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah, because we want to learn Spanish. Well, we are trying to learn Spanish.
Sí.
So yeah, that's interesting. Okay, we'll have a look afterwards, definitely. So this, well, you probably guessed already, I'm Jane and this is Mahmoud. So we're the Arabic Michel Thomas authors and also authors of other Arabic language programs. Have you looked us up at all or not really?
No, not too much. I will, because I didn't want to, I guess, bias the experience, because they said, oh, we'll be taking you through it. I said, okay, fine. So I won't do too much beforehand.
Oh, exactly.
But I'm familiar with the method. And I actually, I think I tried out, because I've been trying to learn Arabic off and on for a bit, and I really haven't dedicated myself to it properly. But I did, I took Arabic in college, but I only had 2 semesters, and we really didn't get past the alphabet, to be honest. It wasn't very helpful. And then I forgot the alphabet, it was years ago. So now I started, since, we were all in quarantine, I picked up again with Arabic. And so I've done like a few resources, but I really started with relearning the alphabet. So I got the Arabic script hacking book, and I signed up for some one-on-one lessons online. So I'd sort of been taking that approach to sort of get me motivated to try it out. But I was spending so much time getting confused about the dialects and which one should I learn and all of this. So I didn't want to do modern standard Arabic, because that's what I had done in school. And I had found out later that the dialects seemed to vary quite a bit. And I was preparing at that time for a trip to Egypt, which of course got canceled like everything else. So I switched to the Egyptian dialects because after kind of reading about it, I said, okay, well, I'm going to Egypt, so I should learn that dialect, because I found it was different from modern standard Arabic. So that's as far as I've gone. So I'm familiar with Michel Thomas. I didn't do it too much for Spanish because I was already further ahead with Spanish by the time I found out about Michel Thomas. So, but I know people who swear by it. My mother had been trying to learn Spanish, and she had done Michel Thomas. She liked it because she was really a beginner. So, but yeah, so I'm familiar with the method a little bit. But yeah,
so I think you can, at least while joining in, you can assess the methodology anyway and see what you think, and then you can decide for yourself. So we're going to do today an introductory Arabic taster in the Michel Thomas Method style. Now, the Michel Thomas Method is a particular method, and just to recap the method, it's a new experience and it's a different approach to learning. There is no memorizing at all. There's no books, there's no drills, there's no writing, there's no reading, there's no homework. You don't have to take any notes.
Oh, I'm sold already.
The only important thing is that you sit back, relax, leave aside any stresses that might be coming into your mind about other everyday things. Leave them all aside. Leave aside any stress you might be feeling about learning Arabic, for example. It's perhaps got some association with an exotic language in your head. Leave that aside. All the responsibility for learning lies with us, the teachers, not with you, the learners. So you will absorb what we present to you. You will internalize it, you will know it, and what you know, you will not forget. So we have Tamara today, who's going to be our student, and Mahmoud will start by saying a few words about the Arabic language.
The Arabic language is linked to the religion of Islam because of history and geography and the area of Arabia, where it all started. The sacred book in the religion of Islam, the Quran, is in Arabic. So it's a language that has been around a long time. It has developed over the years, but not in the same way that Latin, for example, has evolved into French, Spanish, Italian, etc. It's evolved, it stayed more or less consistent. Arabic is spoken in many countries, in North Africa and Southwest Asia. There is a difference between the formal modern standard Arabic and informal dialects. However, there are also areas where they meet. But there is something called modern standard Arabic, which all the children in all the schools learn. It's a language for reading and writing mostly, but also if you want to speak it, you can, although it is more official. Now, let me tell you something about Egypt specifically. The Egyptian spoken Arabic is the most widely understood in the Middle East, because traditionally it was Egypt was traditionally the main source of popular culture, songs, films, plays, soap operas on television, and so on. They were all coming from Egypt. And so everybody had to tune in to the Egyptian spoken in order to follow these films and soaps. And that's why it is the most widely understood in the spoken form.
So this introductory lesson is going to present Egyptian spoken Arabic to you.
Perfect.
Now, I want you to imagine, Tamara, that you're in an Arabic room. At the moment, we're just sitting comfortably in our armchairs. It doesn't have any decoration at all. And we will populate the room with words, and we will add some other features to help you as well in the room. So just imagine that you're in a very large, calm room in which you're going to learn Arabic. And the first word that we're going to learn, that we're going to hang up in our room, is the Arabic word for I, which is
Ana.
So I'm Mahmoud is
Ana Mahmoud.
Now notice there's no am. So what is I or I am in Arabic?
Anna.
Ana.
Anna.
So we're going to put a window in our room and we're going to throw am out of the window. All right, we're going to throw it along with are and is. We're just going to throw that all out of the window, because what we're saying literally is I or I am, and then our name.
Ana Mahmoud.
So how would you say I'm Tamara?
Anna Tamra.
Ana Tamra.
That's very good.
Very good.
Okay.
Okay.
But it sounds a little stark, so we're going to add hello to the beginning of that. Hello in Egyptian spoken Arabic, the most common way of saying hello is
Ahlan.
Listen again.
Ahlan.
Now, the second syllable of that word
Lan.
is easy, but the first syllable has the H sound in the middle of a word, which isn't normal for English speakers. So listen again.
Ahlan.
And it doesn't come in your throat. It's just the H sound, but it's in the middle. Say it again.
Ahlan.
Okay. So what's hello in Egyptian spoken Arabic?
Ahlan.
Very good. Excellent. Ahlan. Good.
So how would you say, hello, I'm Tamara?
أهلا أنا اسمي تمرة. Oh, Anna
Okay.
Tamra. Anna Tamra.
Good, good. Now,
We need you to repeat that.
أهلا أنا تمرة.
Which means, hello, I'm Tamara. I'm Tamara. Okay. Now we've got the word for I up there, which can also mean I'm, as we've discovered. And we've also, in Egyptian spoken Arabic, got quite a few words that have come in from English or other European languages. And that's quite useful to you because Egyptian spoken Arabic has adopted many of these words. So some of them have come in straight and they don't really sound very different. For example, bank, film, cola, cinema, ice cream. Listen to Mahmoud saying those in Egyptian Arabic.
Bank, film, cola, cinema, ice cream.
So really very similar. So there's 5 words that you can just take straight into your Arabic word bank. And some other words, they're quite similar, but they've got a bit of an Arabic twist. So listen to Mahmoud saying some of those, and then you say what you think it means.
Salata,
What do you think that means?
Salad.
that's right. Macarona,
Macaroni.
very good. Burger,
Burger.
well
So
done.
basically, I mean, macarona is actually the generic word for pasta.
Okay.
It means any kind of pasta, really. So what's the generic word in Egyptian Arabic for pasta?
Macarona.
And what's the word for salad?
Salata.
Salata,
Salata.
salata,
And what's the word for cola?
Cola.
cola.
All right.
Okay.
Now, in addition, there are some words you already know that have come into English, largely through food, that have an Arabic origin. So some are fairly easy and some are a little bit further away. Let's see if you can, how you get on with these 4.
Kebab.
Crab.
That's a good guess.
It is.
But you know, crab is not very popular in Arabia.
In the desert, no.
I think if you were British as well, because you're American, you don't recognize. If you're British, that's how you would pronounce it.
Yeah.
You would pronounce it as kebab, but you say kebab.
Ah, yes. We say
Yeah.
kebab.
So what's the Arabic again? Let's hear it.
Kebab.
Kebab. Okay.
Okay. Falafel.
Falafel.
That's right. Sukkar.
Ah. See, so my Spanish is entering my head here and it makes me want to say sugar.
Yes.
Yes, yes, you're right. You'd be right. Okay. Your Spanish will also help you in this one. Rose.
Rose? Rose? No.
Rose.
I
Rose.
think in Spanish it's riz, maybe.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, is it rice?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Arroz. Right. Okay.
Rose. Yeah. Very good. Rose.
Okay. So, can you tell me what falafel is in Arabic?
Falafel.
Falafel.
And what about sugar?
Suka.
Sukkar.
Be careful of that middle consonant. It's doubled, and in Arabic you have to pronounce it doubled.
Sukkar.
Okay. What's sugar in Arabic?
Sukkar.
What about, now I'm British, so I would say kebab, but you would say kebab.
Mhm.
What's that in Egyptian Arabic?
Kebab.
Well done. Kebab.
And finally, rice.
Ros.
Roz.
That's good.
Well done, Tamara.
Now, we've got some words, particularly connected with food, scattered around our room. We've got a window out of which we've thrown am and are and is. Now we're going to add a little word that will help us to make requests with what we've learned. And the word literally means possible, but it's used to mean may I have, and it is...
Monken.
It sounds like a bit of a cross between pumpkin and munchkin. It's actually quite an easy word. Listen again.
Monken.
So you can point at something and just say that word with a rising intonation, meaning may I? So what's may I in Arabic?
Mumkin.
Monken.
So may I have a cola? Now and an also goes out the window, along with and is and are, throw it out the window. So what we're saying is possible cola with a rising intonation like a question. And the meaning is, may I have a cola? So how would we say that in Egyptian Arabic? May I have a cola?
Mumkin cola.
Monken cola.
What about may I have a kebab?
Mumkin kebab.
Monken kebab.
And what about hello? Hello, may I have falafel?
Ahlan mumkin falafel.
Ahlan. Monken falafel.
Or hello, may I have rice?
Ahlan mumkin arroz. No, mumkin ros.
Ahlan. Monken roz.
That's good. We'll add a little word, seeing you're doing so well, a little word to join our requests, and that's the Arabic word for and. Now in Egyptian Arabic, that's pronounced...
We.
That's it. So how would you say cola and falafel?
Cola with falafel.
Cola wa falafel.
May I have a cola and falafel?
Mumkin cola with falafel.
Monken cola wa falafel. Remember that the intonation is very important. It's the difference between may I and I may.
Okay.
So, ممكن cola. He might, the salesman might answer, ممكن cola, ممكن falafel, as it's possible. So, in your intonation of the word is the question, and also in the intonation of the word is the answer.
It's because it just means possible. So
Yeah.
possible, possible. So how would you say, hello, may I have a kebab and salad?
Ooh, okay. Ahlan, mumkin salata. No, mumkin salata.
Kebab and salad.
Oh, kebab and salad. Okay. Ahlan, mumkin falafel wa salata.
Falafel is falafel.
It's very good, but you were asking for something different. You're asking for falafel and salad. I did
Okay.
say kebab.
Kebab, okay. So all the food is floating in my head.
I know, sorry. Lunchtime, I realize that.
Okay, so kebab, no, right? Kebab and falafel? Kebab and salad.
Kebab and salad, yeah.
Okay.
Well, why don't you choose? What you have? Tell us first.
أهلا ممكن فلافل وسلطة no وسلطة
ممكن فلافل وسلطة.
That's good. And you may not want cola. Maybe you want tea or coffee. I mean, cola is a bit restrictive, isn't it? That's all you can order at the moment. Both of these words, actually, you will recognize them, but they're a little bit more disingenuous. They're kind of hiding their origin. Tea, for example, in Arabic is
شاي.
What's tea in Arabic?
Shay.
And you may have heard via Indian, for example, chai with ch, ch, but this is shay. So how would you say, knowing that we open our window and we throw out how would you say, may I have a tea?
ممكن شاي.
ممكن شاي.
And how would you say, hello, may I have a tea and falafel?
أهلا أهلا ممكن شاي وفلافل.
أهلا ممكن شاي وفلافل.
Good. Now, coffee in Egyptian Arabic is
قهوة.
And Mahmoud is going to say a few words about that word.
In modern standard Arabic, the word for coffee is قهوة. But spoken languages usually look for the easier way to pronounce a word. And so the letter qa, which comes at the beginning of qahwa, sometimes they want to simplify it by just saying ahwa instead of qahwa, because it involves more movement in the throat, and that they just say ahwa. So the letter qaf becomes ah, and that's very usual in spoken dialects.
So in spoken Egyptian, what's coffee then?
Ahwa.
And our word for coffee actually comes via this word, but it doesn't sound very similar until you think that in other languages such as Farsi or Persian, the letter or the sound w is pronounced v. So it becomes kahve, which sounds quite similar now. It's getting closer. So that's the origin of our word coffee, is through those other Asian languages via European languages and then into English. So how would you say, may I have a coffee?
ممكن قهوة.
ممكن قهوة.
What about hello, may I have a coffee?
أهلا ممكن قهوة.
أهلا ممكن قهوة.
Now, the last word we're going to add before we build up to our climax, which is going into a cafe in Cairo and ordering. But the last word is the word for cup, the Arabic word for cup, which is in Egyptian Arabic is...
فنجان.
Mahmoud is going to explain a little bit about this.
The word fingan is another example of this simplification, because in modern standard Arabic, it's finjan. But as you can hear, fingan is a lot easier to say than finjan.
So this g, you can think of a finger around, you've got a cup there, haven't you? Here we are. This will help you a little bit. Fingen. 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 And also, when we're saying a cup of tea, we know that has gone out the window, but of goes out the window as well.
Okay.
So we've now got am, is, and are gone out the window, and an gone out the window, of gone out the window. So all we need is cup, tea, and that means a cup of tea. So what's a cup of tea in Egyptian Arabic?
Fingen shay.
Fingen shay.
Mm-hmm. And what about a cup of coffee?
Fingen ahwa.
Fingen ahwa.
So can you say, may I have a cup of tea?
ممكن فنجان شاي.
ممكن فنجان شاي.
Hello, may I have a cup of coffee and falafel?
أهلا. ممكن فنجان قهوة وفلافل.
أهلا. ممكن فنجان قهوة وفلافل. What about sugar?
Yes, we could add sugar,
Yeah.
couldn't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
So how would you say, hello, may I have a cup of coffee and sugar?
Okay. أهلا. Oh, lost my voice for a second. أهلا. ممكن فنجان قهوة وسكر.
أهلا. ممكن فنجان قهوة وسكر.
Okay.
So now you're going into the cafe in Cairo. So it was still in our room, really, but the guys appeared. And you're going to approach the desk and you're going to say, hello, may I have a cup of coffee and falafel and pasta?
Oh, okay. You said I wouldn't have to take notes, but I feel like I should write it down.
No. Okay, let's say hello.
أهلا.
May I have a cup of coffee?
ممكن فنجان قهوة
And falafel
وفلافل
and pasta.
ومكرونة.
Now put it all together. Hello, may I have a cup of coffee and falafel and pasta?
أهلا. ممكن فنجان قهوة وفلافل ومكرونة.
Very good. You want me to repeat that?
Yes, please.
Yes.
I'm afraid
You
so.
helped me clarify.
Yeah.
أهلا. ممكن فنجان قهوة وفلافل ومكرونة.
Yes, that's. I have to say that you're both pronouncing the word "and" in a little bit of a standard Arabic way, whereas an Egyptian would say "weh," or both.
I think it's too subtle. It's an area. I mean, it's too subtle for the ear. So because if you are saying something and something, it's a quick sound.
Yes. Yeah, I'm noticing when you're saying it, it's so short.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's more like just a kind of "weh," isn't it?
Yeah, it's a one sound. Like N, like in English, you might just hear the N in and. Something and something. Something and
fish and chips.
Fish and chips, yeah.
It's similar, yeah. And one final word, which obviously we'll need, is thank you. Thank you. When you've been brought your cup of coffee and falafel and pasta, you're going to say thank you, which is?
Shukran.
So how do you say thank you in Arabic?
Shukran.
Shukran.
Okay. So we could say, now listen carefully, putting it all together. Hello. May I have a cup of tea and kebab and salad? Thank you.
Okay. أهلا. ممكن فنجان شاي وفلافل وسلطة. شكرا. سلطة وسلطة.
Salata. Okay. But I think you said kebab.
I did, but I don't think Tamara likes kebab. She's always
vegetarian?
I am actually. I was going to say, I keep in my head. I hear falafel. I go, I don't ever eat kebab.
I think that's fine. We'll just let you order falafel. I think it's going to get your principal to order kebab.
That's funny. My mind is doing it for me. I'm not even thinking.
Yes. So Mahmoud is going to say that now with falafel instead of kebab.
أهلا. ممكن فنجان شاي وفلافل وسلطة؟ شكرا.
Okay.
Well,
shukran
to you, Tamara,
Yeah.
for being with us this afternoon.
And I hope you enjoyed your introductory Arabic lesson.
I did. Shukran.
Yeah. The Michel Thomas Arabic is available in Egyptian or in Modern Standard, depending on where you want to place your emphasis. They're both spoken, of course, and the Modern Standard is made more friendly, I think, for speaking. However, you can also see the difference between them if you want to try both of them, because there are more similarities and differences often between these languages, as I hoped we've shown between Modern Standard and the dialects. But other than that, you basically just sit back as you did now. You've been working very hard, I realise. However, you've done very well.
And so early in the morning.
Yes, yes. Exactly.
I haven't had my ahwa.
It's been lovely. It's been lovely meeting you and talking to you, Tamara. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Tamara, for your time.
Thank you.
You too.
And hopefully, I think this is a lovely introduction for everyone. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. Ma'a salama.
Bye.
Salama.